Hi class, in this video we are going to continue our discussion regarding rational functions. Remember, if we want to represent rational function or any function, we can represent it in an equation, a table or table of values, and in a graph. So this time, let's have more examples. Let's have example number 2. Represent the rational function given by f of x is equal to x minus 1 over x plus 1 using a table of values and plot a graph of the function by connecting points. Let us construct a table of values for some x values from negative 10 to positive 10. So again, just like how you do it when in evaluating function, you just have to plug in the values of x to your given function, then you will have the values of your y. So now we have our completed table of values. And if we try to observe our f of x, we can see that as our x from negative 10 to negative 2 increases, the values of our f of x also increases. However, it suddenly jumps from positive 3 to negative 1. Then, as our x increases, again, the values of your y or f of x starts to increase again. So what is the case? What happens? Bakit po biglang nag-jump from 3 to negative 1? So let's see if this will be answered when we try to plot this graph or this function in a graph. So this time, let's plot it in our Cartesian plane. So using GeoGebra, we can easily plot our points from A to K. So here are the values of your points from our table of values. Now this time, let's connect these points. This time, let's connect the points. So from point A, B, C, D, E, then we jump from F, G, H, I, J, K. So you might wonder, bakit po ma'am hindi natin connect yung points from E to F? So saan po ang nag-originate yung reason kung bakit hindi natin siya connect? Actually, from our function. So our function is f of x is equal to x minus 1 over x plus 1. And remember, this is a rational function. And from the definition of the rational function, sabi doon, that your denominator should not be equal to 0. So there are cases that we have to be careful. We have to be careful in getting the values of our x dahil dapat our function should not be equal to undefined or should not be undefined. So for this case, particularly po kasi when our x is equal to negative 1, it will make your function undefined. That is why hindi po tayo pwedeng mag-connect ng points from E to F. Kasi pag nag-connect po tayo, it will imply that there is a point in the graph of your function where your x is equal to negative 1. So the proper graph of our function f of x is equal to negative 1 over x plus 1 is this way. Ayan, meron po siyang break from point E to F. We will discuss more and more elaborately yung ating graph, especially yung form niya, sa ating future lessons. So for the meantime, dito po muna tayo sa ating partial graph wherein we just connect the points and just identify yung pinaka naging breakpoints or yung mga restriction ng ating graph. So let's have another example.